started barbering when I was a teenager. I picked up my first pair of clippers from Tesco, some cheap clippers, and then just cutting my cousin's hair in my back garden, shaving my own head. So yeah, that was my earliest memories of barbering. Well, I kind of picked up things here and there. I enrolled myself in London School of Barbering, but most of the stuff I learned was in a barber shop. And yeah, I'm actually like a second generation barber. My great grandfather was a hairdresser, and you know, so I'm like the only other person in the family to go after the hair trade. I think as barbers individually, you know, they all have their own personalities. I think just as the people that come and sit with me, you know, I'm quite an easy person to get along with. I like to think so anyway. And you know, I give them as best a haircut as I can every single time. Make sure that their haircut they stay consistent and my attitude stays grounded. I'd like to say I'm an all-rounder, to be honest, because in today's day and age, you know, you never know what can walk through the door. You know, so I like to make sure that all my skills are on point. Making sure that I can fade, making sure that I can use the scissors just as well, making sure that my lines are just as sharp as well. Well, I mean, for a long time, the quality of fades in the States there's been a big difference between over here and over there. And I mean, yeah, you can work hard to get a great fade with English clippers or British clippers, but I think that because they must have like because of the different voltage, the clippers run differently over there. So I mean, compared to here, we're working hard to get the fades just as good as them. Whereas I think for them it's a little bit easier because they've got the right strong equipment for it. You know, when I first bought American clippers, I plugged it straight into your normal white plug converter, and my clippers I thought were going to explode. They just started rattling. Then I came across something like this. This is like it's just like a converter. It's got different powers, different power levels on it. Yeah, it helped me. It worked, but I mean, it didn't run exactly how I'd like the clippers to. You know, I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
But this isn't like, you can't really tell, but it's not running exactly how a US clipper is supposed to run.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
You can feel it's either running too strong or too weak if you adjust the levels. So then I had to look around for another. Well, yeah, I looked around for a long time to find the right converter until I found the Frequency60hz. Well, now it's given me the capabilities to cut just as well as they say the Americans do. I mean, my clippers run exactly how they would if I had to be on the other side of the ocean, and you know, if my clippers are running strong, fast, and they're not exploding, then it helps me to get through the day quicker, helps me to keep my haircuts on point, and also, you know, like I've got equipment that can last me a lot longer as well. I'd say for my main fading tool, I use the Wahl Seniors. Wahl Seniors,
and you
yeah,
like them because
they take a long time to heat up. They cut very thoroughly. You know, it's got the flat fade blade, so it makes my skin fades a lot easier. And yeah, in general, it is just a beast. I mean, I like Wahl clippers as well. Like before I was using Wahls, I was using Icons, which over here is probably the strongest Wahl clipper you can get on British voltage. Yeah, this was a great tool for me, but as soon as I found the Seniors with the right converter, I realised that yeah, you can get more powerful running clippers. So I mean, Icons, yeah, that's my #1 UK clipper. But my #1 clipper in general is my Seniors.
okay.
I'll finish them off with Wahl Detailers because they cut crisp. These come standard here in the UK. I've just fitted it with a TY blade, just because the TY blade cuts sharper, you cover more space quicker. Makes your haircuts more efficient. But I also like to use the Andes outliners. So it's not 3 main clippers. I've got 2 clippers which I use and 2 trimmers. And these outliners, they're beasts. Like this is an essential barber tool, especially when you're doing patterns and lines. And these days with the different hairstyles, it is one of those essential tools. I say if you really want top quality clippers and you want them to run properly the way that they should do, the Frequency60hz is the only converter that I know that will make it work the way it's supposed to.